spinning that Cody's not hurt.
Unbelievable start to this fight.
You got to smother this. Jacobs doing a good job.
Vicious right hand. Quillen on inline skates. And the referee has already stopped the fight.
Wow.
Mamma mia!
Hey, man, I want to say first off, starting out, truth is the new hate. If you're a real one, you're telling the truth, you're going to get the most hate. Just keep doing what you do and just do you. Make it happen. But what's happening, man? We got these topics today. To start off, we got Daniel, the Miracle Man Jacobs, pursuing, according to multiple sources and reports, pursuing the one I'll call Little Twin, the Little Champ, Jermall Charlo. This is according to Boxing Scene. Let me pull this up. Daniel Jacobs eyeing Jermall Charlo. He says it's a big fight and he don't see why it can't happen. Says Daniel Jacobs is still very much interested in a showdown with Jermall, who holds the WBC world title at 160. He says, quote, "That's one of the fights that I want as far as my legacy fights. I do see that as a big fight, and it's been brewing for a long time, so I don't see why it can't happen." And that's what Jacobs told the Last Stand podcast. Shout out to Brian Custer. Says Jacobs fought back in December at the super middleweight limit, where he barely overcame Gabe Rosado with a close 12-round split decision. And it also says here Jacobs was recently spotted with former trainer Andre Rozier and admits there is a possibility of getting back together. The two had a falling out over a financial dispute a few years ago. So it says anything is possible. We're just working on our relationship. We trained one time, which is cool. Just to be back in that good company, I love it. That spark has been something I've been missing, and I'm just looking forward to building on that. End quote, Jacob said. So he might be also getting back with his trainer, or former trainer, Andre Rozier. So maybe Andre Rozier is going to sharpen him back up, get him back to form, championship level form, and now he got confidence to call out Jermall. So what will Jermall do? What will thou do, Jermall? See, we were just talking about this guy yesterday and how he's had so many opinions about other fighters in other weight classes or guys in his own weight class who he won't fight. But then when the smoke pull up on him, you know, it's just this dude don't give us the right response. He don't give us the energy that we look for to really back up him being Big Charlo, you know, or a true representative of Lions Only. So hopefully Jermall Charlo accepts the challenge, man. I mean, this will mean, of course, Daniel Jacobs is going to come back down to middleweight. And if Jermall Charlo turns him down, hey, go after Demetrius Andrade. You didn't fight him then when y'all was in the same weight class. You know, when you was champ, y'all didn't unify. You lost your belt to Canelo Alvarez. Then you went up. Now you're saying you willing to come back down for Jermall. And Jermall has been ducking a lot of fights lately. So if you unsuccessful with that fight, I say go after Demetrius Andrade. He's got a belt and he needs a name. So why not? But hopefully Jermall, and And don't get me wrong, like I flame this guy and all of that, you know, and so on and so forth. But the dude can fight. I never say he can't fight. Shout out to the playback game. He can fight. But that's what upsets me is that with his fighting ability, he doesn't have the energy to really go after other champions and top level competition. I'm not seeing it. On another note, let me get my thoughts, personal thoughts, and then I can open it up and y'all give y'all thoughts, and I'm gonna get to the comments. Shout out to y'all in the live chat. Hit the like button. When it comes to Shawn Porter, my personal opinion on Shawn Porter is he was one of them guys that I was like, you know what? With all the BS going on and the diva behavior going on in the welterweight division, I know that when all else fails, Shawn Porter gonna be one of them guys who gonna step up and fight anybody. You know, he a dog. Everybody knew Shawn Porter as the dog of the welterweight division. Win or lose, like I don't care about the losses. I don't care about the losses, especially if you lose into top competition. If you fight in the top competition in your weight class, no problem with your losses. But now this guy's switching up. Now he's declining opportunities to up and coming fighters. When he was in a position as a young up and comer, champs gave him opportunities, or former champions gave him opportunities to fight. You know, but you see hot talent coming up in your division, and now you want to get all the way on some suit and tie shit with Arrow and Keith. Arrow and Keith, and I'm so disappointed in Shawn Porter, man. I am, because I thought that Shawn Porter wouldn't go down that path, man. Making excuses, what have you done? Who have you beat? You know, and just getting on some politics, you know, double talking and all of that. I really thought Shawn Porter was going to be the one on the PBC side to really keep the pulse going when all else fails. But I was wrong. So flame of shame to Black Horseman for believing that Shawn Porter was any different from them other guys, man. I used to give this guy Shawn Porter a lot of passes. Like, people was really like just cooking the Porter way and all of that because of his dad and all that. But I would give him a pass, like, you know, well, yeah, his dad, he be, you know, what they call him, Diddy or whatever. But, you know, all in the videos and shit. But I was like, whatever. Shawn is a good dude. He fight anybody and all of that. I can't talk like that no more, man. He just want to be the politically correct one and show off with new leprechaun St. Patrick Day suits and shit. And he just like being in front of the camera now. And that's what's so fucked up about this era, is these dudes only care about being in front of the camera. You know? From the era I come from, the dudes they hated the camera. They didn't care about the camera. They just like, man, I'm just here to, you know, I'm just here to beat this nigga ass and I'm out, bro. Give me my check. You know what I'm saying? You know, real ones, a lot of real ones don't even like, you know what I'm saying, fooling around with foolishness. It's like, hey, you know, Marshawn Lynch, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? But I was wrong, but I'm just one opinion on the UGC side. Let me drop this link. And while I get ready to drop this link, make sure if you're new, subscribe and hit that bell icon. There's no sense of you subscribing if you're not gonna hit the bell. You got to get these notifications. Notification gang. But while I'm about to drop this link, I'm gonna drop this link, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
I mean, it's gonna be fireworks. You know, for me, like I always say, each and every fight, get your popcorn ready.
You know, he says it's gonna be fireworks. Hey, you could. I don't play with fireworks, man. I just went to the gun range the other day, man. So he's a young kid, growing still. He has a lot to learn, and you know, he's gonna learn it. You know, he just have to understand. You know, these are the fights that you have to take. You know, to get to that next level. You know?
ankles. Cuban link my ring and Cartier on back bangle. Ain't no squares, ain't no strength. I'm in that hot summers, drop top down. Going with the chain with a now. Make a pop a perfect shit, she turn into a animal. Make me pop a wheelie, then she ride me with no handle. Hot summers, drop top down. Hot summers, drop top down. Hot summers, drop top. Hot summers, drop top. Hot summers, hot.
Cone.
What up?
Let's get on. What's happening, fam?
All good, man.
Thank you for joining me, brother. What's your thoughts on today's topics, man? Jermall Charlo getting called out and pursued by Daniel Jacobs. And then after that, if you want to give your thoughts on Porter.
Danny Jacobs called out Charlo when he won the IBF belt, when he beat Sergey. And that fight never happened when they were champions, both champions together. Last I checked, Danny Jacobs' handler, Keith Conley, and Eddie Hearn made some offer to Bob Arum to fight Joe Smith at 175. I guess they thought it was going to be some big New York show or whatever, but Danny Jacobs ain't no big draw. Charlo ain't got nothing else better to do, Black. He not going to fight Andrade. He not going to get the Triple G fight. He ain't got nothing else to do. So, as far as I know, Danny Jacobs is still advised by Al Heyman. So, that fight is certainly possible. It's just interesting that Jermall Charlo doesn't seem to be interested in anybody. Like, he's gone quiet. His brother talks a lot on Twitter, but he's gone. But it's weird, right? Because I think he even deleted the tweet he put up after Canelo disciplined Harvey Dent.
Hey, I gotta say, man, that's the best one I heard, man, so far for Billy Joe. That Harvey Dent shit, bro. Hey, that's it.
Yeah. So he put up how F the 160 belt, F the money, all that. I just wanna fight the best at 168. I'll find a post for you while we talking. I'll find it for you. But Charlo don't have nothing else going on. So if a Danny Jacobs fight presents itself, I say take the fight. That's all.
Yeah,
that's all.
Indeed. Yeah. H to the Mizzo. H Money.
Yo, what up, Black? What's good? Iron Kong. Shout out to the UGC. What's popping?
What's up, fam?
Man, I'm good. I had to tap in with the big homie. How y'all feeling?
We good, bro. We just cooking on these three right here. Daniel Jacobs chasing Jermall Charlo. And then if you want to cook on the Shawn Porter, man, what's your thoughts? Have your thoughts changed on Shawn Porter as far as you see him when he first came into the welterweight division and was making his presence felt? Like, do you feel the same about Shawn Porter now as you did then?
Nah, I look at him different because he been doing a whole lot of barking, a whole lot of woofing, but no bite. Like, you've been saying you want to fight Terrence Crawford. You've been doing all these interviews. Now, when you was the mandatory, you had an opportunity to activate your mandatory position to make this fight happen. And the fight could have went to purse bid or whatever. But you didn't do that. You waited until, your mandatory position went to Virgil Ortiz. So you could have forced this fight if you really wanted smoke with Terrence Crawford, but you didn't. You know what I mean? And the guy, I know they offered him, I believe, $2 million. He turned that down, even though he got $2 million to fight Earl Spence on a pay-per-view when he was a champion, and he was happy to take that, right? But he don't want to do the same thing with Terrence Bud Crawford. So I am disappointed in Shawn Porter. I do think he's a very tough fighter. He's a good fighter, but I never looked at Shawn Porter as a great fighter. He has some good performances in the ring. He went life and death with Earl Spence. A lot of people thought he beat Earl Spence. I give him credit for exposing Earl Spence in that fight. But why not keep that same energy with Terrence Bud Crawford, who's a champion, who has a belt? Shawn Porter could be a 3-time welterweight champion. Why not go for greatness? Why not go fight against number 1 pound for pound Terrence Bud Crawford so you can move up in your Hall of Fame potential, so you can move up and be pound for pound one of the best fighters in boxing? But he didn't want that. I always thought Shawn Porter was a good fighter, but I never looked at him like a great fighter. He lost to Kell Brook. People tend to forget that. Yeah, man, I lost respect for him. You know what I mean? I still think he's a good fighter, but I wanted to see that fight with Terrence Crawford because all these fanboys, all the Terrence Crawford haters, they were saying Shawn Porter is the guy. Terrence Crawford is ducking Shawn Porter and all of that. But when Shawn Porter ducks Terrence Crawford, they become quiet. They are hiding now. Right. They got nothing to say. So, yeah, I'm disappointed in Shawn Porter.
Not to mention,
I missed it. What happened with Shawn Porter? Well, I missed it. Sorry.
Oh, well, we just basically, like, you know, when Shawn Porter first came on the scene, we knew Shawn Porter as the dog, right? He ain't ducking no smoke. He's the guy that if all else fails on the PBC side and all of them start ducking, Shawn Porter gonna be one of them guys to keep it going for PBC and really keep this shit alive. But I don't feel the same way about Shawn. So how do you feel about Iron Cone? How you feel about him, Iron Cone?
But like H Money said, we've said that before. We've said why won't Shawn Porter petition to be mandatory, enforce it, and then force a purse bid? But people on here on certain channels who seem to have this hard on for Bob Arum or whatever, I don't, you know, he's saying Bob Arum just needs to pay Shawn Porter more, pay him more, as if Shawn Porter is some kind of big pay-per-view draw, right? So in order to counteract that, Shawn Porter wants more money, Bob Arum ain't paying. You simply enforce get the mandatory, enforce it, and then push for a purse bid. Then either Top Rank, PBC, or DAZN, whoever, can pay for the fight. But you see, these guys don't actually want to test their true value. Teofimo Lopez tested his value. It could have backfired on Teofimo Lopez too. It could have backfired. And he could have gotten less, right? But it worked out for him in this occasion. Shawn Porter and Terrence Crawford is, to me, a bigger fight than that. So, in my opinion, Shawn Porter should have enforced that and went the mandatory route, went the purse bid route, but he chose not to, and he's sitting here like, just pay me more, pay me more, pay me more. Like as if like Shawn Porter is some dude who draws big fans to the arenas. You're listening to people who talk about pay-per-views, but they themselves don't buy pay-per-views, right? So if people are here telling me that Shawn Porter versus Terrence Crawford is some kind of big pay-per-view seller, and Bob Arum should pay Shawn Porter like $5 million, I'm like, on what grounds? Y'all not gonna buy the pay-per-view. Y'all gonna stream the shit. And we know what it is. But if they go to purse bids, Eddie Hearn or somebody else, Triller, might buy it for even more money. So Shawn Porter sitting here and playing games as if he's a young man. He ain't. These dudes 33. All these dudes in their 30s. They're about to be out the game soon. These dudes acting like they're in their 20s playing games. Shawn Porter never defended no belt successfully. So why is he acting like he's some kind of champ? Like this, you wonder the WBC, the IBF, I think it was. Didn't Kell Brook beat that?
Immediately. Yep. Got
the WBC. Errol Spence took it from him. So why are you acting like, you're a tough guy, you're a tough fighter. You fight everybody except Terrence Crawford. Something's wrong. I'm disappointed.
Rocket Strike.
What up?
What up, famo?
Ain't shit, man. What's going on with y'all, man?
Man, just give us your thoughts, bro. We chilling, man. Give us your thoughts on these topics today, bro.
Oh man. Hold on real quick, man. I got a motherfucking bitch ass dog that want to bark and shit.
Don't shoot the motherfucker, man.
Yo, Black, I forgot to mention this. Now, I noticed that Shawn Porter, since he been on a TV doing the broadcasting with the PBC, I don't know if the fame done got to his head, being in front of the camera all the time, but I noticed the change in this man. You know what I mean? Right. I noticed the change in Shawn Porter. I don't know if he went Hollywood. I don't know what to think about this guy for right now. But for all that shit he was talking about Terrence Crawford, calling him out, you had the opportunity to make the fight happen, and you didn't do it. You could have forced the fight if he really wanted Crawford. If he really wanted to fight Crawford, he could have made it happen, but he didn't want the smoke, bro. So for all the fanboys, all the Terrence Crawford haters, from Earl Spence fanboys, LDBC fanboys, whatever, bro, Stop with the false narratives. Crawford wanted the smoke. I knew Crawford was going to knock him out. You know, Shawn Porter tried to get his biggest payday. He wanted his biggest payday, man, to take that ass whooping. He overcharged, bro. That's what he was doing.
So are you saying he asked for one of his biggest paydays? And it's crazy, like Shawn Porter was one of them guys, man, that, you know, I felt like he fought for the fans, not just you want to be on some, oh, well, how much money I'm gonna get, even though they get paid what they get paid. But I think the best assessment of it was what you said, H Money, that he went Hollywood. That's what I feel. It felt like that. He went Hollywood on us. You know, he went from a Cleveland dog to Hollywood Chihuahua ass nigga. Go ahead, Rocky.
All of them do, man. Bro, 50 said it best. Whoever said money don't change people just didn't make enough, man. That shit's real. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, Rocky, he only care about his suits and shit on camera and all that, smiling.
I mean, Shawn Porter, man. Shawn Porter, always liked Shawn Porter, but he always came off like kind of weird to me. You know what I mean? Like, not Demetrius Andre weird, but like something's kind of not off, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he's not Demetrius Andre weird, but he's something that's off with him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it could be one or two things, bro. But Shawn, like, maybe he feels like, okay, he's on some bullshit. You know what I mean? He just wanna, you know what I mean, be on some Hollywood shit, or he really don't feel like being a fucking gatekeeper. Maybe he feel like he only deserves the best. You know what I mean? Maybe he feel like, you know,
I thought it was about fighting the best competition in your weight class. That's what I thought too. You know, what about him declining like Jaron Ennis and shit? I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
I mean, maybe he feels like Jaron Ennis ain't the best of him. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that.
Oh, he said Ortiz too? Damn. So I thought it was just the Jaron Ennis that he declined. He said Ortiz. Come on, bro.
And Conor
see, he should do that. In my opinion, I think he should do that. Because he'll be the one who knocked off if he does beat them both.
Yeah, beat these young ones coming up.
I would say, well, let me see. I think he'll get Ortiz. Jaron Ennis, maybe.
It'll be a good fight. It'll be a good fight.
Maybe, because Jaron Ennis never faced nobody like Shawn Porter. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Both ways, though. I gotta say it could go both ways, because Shawn ain't fought nobody like Jaron Ennis either, but he got the experience.
I mean, look, Shawn Porter's been in the Amis, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's faced somebody like Jaron Ennis before. I mean, in the amateurs. Now, that's the amateurs, not the pros, but still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure Jaron Ennis ain't never fought no Shawn Porter. And Shawn Porter's like he's like what's that thing? That machine? Emitter and shit? Like the shit that cuts off your powers and shit. Like the superheroes and shit. Like, it's like a little machine that cuts off that shuts down all their powers. That's what Shawn Porter is to me. You know what I mean? Like, not in the literal sense, but I'm just saying, like, that dude, man, like, we go in there, bro. If you ain't got no shit that he respect, bro, he's going to embarrass you, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to embarrass you, just like he did Spence. You know what I mean? He embarrassed him. But, you know.
Yeah, people in the audience screaming and shit. I'm like, is somebody screaming?
Yeah.
Shawn led like a 4-punch combination, and somebody was screaming.
Like, not my nigga. Not my nigga. What you doing?
Hey, Troy, get up here, man. You can come in here and talk your shit. Get up here.
He said Canelo broke a guy's face. Yeah, he did. You know, and then he ducked Andre at the press conference too.
Oh, about that? Thank God you said that, bro. Can I just say this, man?
Speak on that shit, dog.
Hey, bro, can I say this, man? Because I seen that shit, man, and it's a few things with me though, because I think race could be involved with that, but I'm not gonna harp on that. But bro, how the fuck you just gonna sit there with your motherfucking Irish ass and just call this dude a horrible fighter, bro? Oh, like, shit. What the fuck is in your head? I know what's in your head. You don't want to smoke with him.
A three-time world champion, undefeated, right? Two different weight classes. That would be Canelo's best win on his fucking resume. That would be the best win on Canelo's resume, bro.
Bro, he's stressed. He's stressed, bro, because I've never seen Canelo cuss somebody out like that. This nigga Andre didn't come in there like fuck your mom, fuck your daughter, or none of that other shit. He was like, hey, when can we fight? And you just gonna go off like that, bro? Like, I think you ducking him. I think you're really scared of him. Now you can fight, you could possibly beat him. You know what I mean? But it's just some dudes, bro. They got skills and they can knock niggas out, man. But if they see something, that's like, oh shit, I might not win this joint. Like this dude might get me. Then their attitude gonna change, man. And that dude, that shit disappointed the fuck out of me, man. The way he treated Andre like that. It's
they
like,
all
man,
been doing that, bro. They've been down talking this man like H was saying, like he ain't undefeated and 3-time champ, 2 weight class. Like, bro, y'all gotta stop that. Nah, it's a different era, bro. They celebrate the ducking shit and roast mother and try to flame people that's actually trying to make big fights happen, actually pursuing other champs and actually trying to unify. It's just like, man, y'all some suckers, man. It's a sucker ass era, bro. It's
and
crazy.
his fans are delusional, bro. His fans are fucking delusional. That shit is crazy, man. I'm like, I'm going on like other videos and shit, and I'm looking at the comments and shit, and it was a few comments, bro, that got to me. That one that stuck with me though, right? It was one like it's like Mexican fans and shit. They was like, oh, well, Andre ain't did this and Floyd ain't this. Oh yeah, he would beat Floyd if they were both in their primes and shit, right? But then it was one joint that stuck with me, bro. The dude was like, the reason why Mexican fans hate Floyd is because Floyd made a living out of beating the shit out of Mexican fighters on Cinco de Mayo. So they really hate that.
Hey, that's a fact. Roger did the shit too until he fought Chavez. But yeah, that shit is true. He did. I mean, I gotta accept the facts. I mean, Floyd was beating SA's asses out here, but he retired, so you ain't gotta worry about that shit. Get over it. I mean,
yeah, man. They dogging Demetrius Andre, and then Charlo going to hop in. Bro, shut the fuck up. Your own brother even exposed you, bro. Like, you don't get to talk shit about something. Okay, he's weird. Okay, it's me again. All right, I get that. But to sit there and talk shit about the nigga and shit, you should feel some type of motherfucking way. But see, that's how niggas are. Niggas gonna go against their own. They going, you know what I mean? All types of shit, all off some bullshit. Like, stop sucking that nigga's dick, man. He probably don't even give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? No fucks at all, bro.
Hey, Rocket, did you get your comments on Daniel Jacobs, man?
Oh,
trying to pursue that Jermall work, man.
Speaking of trainer, bro.
He back. It looked like he about to. He already did had one training session with him, and he said it felt good. He loved it. So it looked like that's that match is about to be back reunited, you know.
Hey,
that
little
unit.
Reunited, all the fuck they want. They can sing the song too, bro. But after the motherfucking after the Canelo fight, bro, I was hugely disappointed in Jacobs, bro. He went in that bitch scared like a little bitch.
Damn.
Hey, I had a
for real, bro.
The boxing section. What's up, dog?
What's going on, my guy, man? Hey, so I talked to Andre Rozier Saturday. He said that they're not back together all the way, but they did have a conversation, and it's leaning towards that. He was saying that they still got a lot of shit to work out as far as them two, but they are talking again. So I mean, that's a good thing. So yeah, I asked him about that as soon as I saw him. I was like, man, because I seen him and Danny Jacobs together. So he said that's something that Danny Jacobs got to work out. But he said that
you think their money situation gonna be good now going forward? Like, it seemed like Rozier was the best trainer for him. You know, he was champ. He was making good money. You know what I mean? So sometimes the money and the fame can kind of get to people. Sometimes they have to just be humble. Maybe the Rosado shit humbled him a little bit. Like, damn, you know what? I wonder what Rozier doing.
Yeah, I mean, I just think he wasn't shit without Rozier. You know, period, point blank. You know what I mean? And he knew that bullshit, man. You know, you can't pull no shit like that, man. And you know, money. You can't allow money to get in between you and somebody that damn near raised you. You know what I'm saying? Lisa, what's up, Lisa? Salute, Queen.
Hey, didn't he lose bread from being overweight? The Canelo fight?
Yeah, he was the next day weigh-in. Remember that hydration clause shit?
That's why, because his money was short.
I Oh, I
That's
don't
why
know
he
if it
tried to
was.
fuck over Rozier because his money was short.
He knew he wasn't gonna cut them pounds, so he cut the money.
Man, this dude, man. If him and Charlo was a fight, bro, I gotta give it up, man. Even though I don't like the nigga, but I think Charlo got that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just give him props for jumping in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always wanted to fight Jermall. Jermall, on the other hand, I don't know if he
Now,
always wanted.
a few years back, I would have had Danny.
Stop Andrade.
A
I
few
would
years
have had
back.
Danny winning. Yeah, a few years back when they got into it, I would have had him. But after the whole Canelo thing, I'm like, oh man, what the fuck?
But
That's crazy.
And you know what's crazy though, man, is Danny Jacobs. After that fight with Triple G when he got robbed, I just feel like that kind of took a lot out of him. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he won that fight.
You feel he got robbed?
Everybody I talked to thought he won that fight. You know what I'm saying? And can I talk about Canelo real quick though, real fast, real quick.
Go ahead.
He talked that shit about Demetrius Andre, right? But who the fuck did Triple G fight and beat without controversy? You know what I'm saying? He brought up Demetrius Andre's resume, but a lot of these fuckers haven't fought no goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? And if he ain't fought nobody, won't you be the guy to fight him? Piece of shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about Canelo, man. I think
it's crazy, bro.
Shit.
I've never a boxing section. I never accepted that excuse that he never fought nobody, bro. Especially when a dude is a champ, he's undefeated.
Two times,
on, man. Like, you know, people ain't that. Y'all not that dumb out here. You know what I mean? At some point, you got to realize, like, this man is avoiding this smoke for a reason, not a short season.
For sure. He's an awkward lefty. You know what I'm saying? You know, he want that easy money, man. He want easy money, and I don't accept it. But I will say this. Demetrius Andre, he should have came with a better game plan at that press conference.
What you mean?
he should have came more prepared, man. You know what I mean? We
talked
about this. We talked about this on the barbershop last night, and he should have came more prepared. He should have been more. If he knew he was going to crash that man's press conference, he should have did some Mike Tyson, Shannon Briggs type shit. You know what I mean? Like, go all out, make it to where he gotta fight you. You know what I'm saying? Throw some shit at him. You know what I'm saying? Tell him fuck his mom or some shit. You know what I mean? Something crazy. You know what I mean? I felt like he should have did something crazy to where, like, Canelo had no choice but to say, I'm about to fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? I think he came in there kind of like just thinking that Canelo was just going to respect his grind, and Canelo disrespected him at every chance he got.
Hey, real quick, hold up. What up, Ayo? Man, you've been ducking, bro. You've been ducking a good little while, bro. Come holler. Come holler, bro. You alive. Shout out to Ayo. He alive. Shout out to him, bro.
What's good, Ayo TBA?
All right.
His heart don't pump no Kool-Aid, nigga.
He punked Jermall. He said he punked Jermall. I don't know. It's been a minute.
Yeah, that nigga Canelo incredibly disrespectful, bro. Like, bro, look, y'all can shut me down all y'all want, or I don't give a fuck. But bro, I'm telling you, bro, it gotta have something to do about race, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's just crazy. Like, get the fuck out of here, all this other type of shit. And like, bro, really? You? Canelo Alvarez, you? I'm telling you, bro, something there, man. Something there.
Coach K said Canelo stops Andrade. I mean, he got to get in the ring with him to do that. I just want to see him do the same shit to Andrade as he did to Billy Joe. Go ahead and break his eye. You just fought a southpaw, go fight another southpaw.
But this is the thing about this whole thing. People keep saying he gonna stop him and this and all that. But can you tell me a slick black fighter that he stopped?
Right. He's not Billy Joe.
Good question.
I mean,
a slick black fighter that he stopped.
Can we count Lara? Because I mean, he didn't stop Lara either.
He didn't stop Lara.
Well, he did stop Kirkland.
Kirkland is not a slick fighter.
Nah,
Yeah,
he
he ain't
ain't no
slick. Yeah,
slick.
he ain't
He
slick.
ain't
He's black.
slick, bro.
He
He ain't slick,
Come
but he's
on,
black.
man. I know you did not bring James Kirkland to my damn birthday.
Well, shit, Kirkland was a good fighter at around that time.
You know, but his question
Fucked up.
was, he said, name a slick.
Oh, slick. Nah.
black fighter.
I can't think of a slick like that. I can't think of that.
He was getting hit slick across his head, nigga. With that
Hey,
Canelo
bro, he's allergic to the slickness, bro. I'm telling you. Especially if it's black slickness. He's allergic to that shit. Like, nah, bro, get that shit away from me, man, before I start sneezing. For real, man.
But I give him
That nigga
credit. He
hate
did
slickness.
fight Floyd, who was slick at 23. He took his L. You know what I mean?
Because the money was
Like
there, though. The money was there.
I mean, shit. He looked like $4 million or something like that. You know, he went up after that. After he fought Floyd, his money started going up. But you know, he took he was the B side. He was definitely the B side. He took less, you know what I'm saying? And he took a chance. But I'm gonna say this now. As far as what the boxing section said about Andre, his game plan at the press conference, shit, he did the same thing to Charlo. Like it ain't a game plan. It's a call out. When you want to call somebody out, you call them out. You know, anywhere, anytime, any place. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no script. He did what he was supposed to do, and that's put the pressure on Canelo. You know what I mean? That's what it was. Now Canelo.
Coach K said slick black fighter Khan. Nah, man, we talking about darker than that. Nah,
He telling jokes. Hey, H Money.
Shout out to H. Go ahead, H.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, you know, he did what he was supposed to do. He asked the man when we gonna fight. He confronted him in front of the whole world. When is Charlo gonna do that? Charlo been saying this motherfucker name Canelo for years, but when you gonna do what Andre did? When you gonna do that, Jermall Charlo? Andre was the one that went there and called Canelo out and really wanted that smoke and put the pressure on him. Now, Canelo, I respect Canelo. He is a great fighter. I got him pound for pound number 2 on my list under Terrence Crawford. I think Canelo is a great fighter. But at the end of the day, you had a chance to fight Demetrius Andrade at 154, and you didn't want that smoke. You had a chance to fight Demetrius Andrade at 160 for undisputed. Now, I'm hearing Canelo saying all this undisputed talk, but where was that at 160 when Andrade was the champion and you needed one belt? You ready to fight Caleb Plant for that one belt, but you wasn't trying to fight Demetrius Andrade for that one belt. And I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? People talk about true media, keeping it real. Let's keep it real. Canelo didn't want the fight with Andre for undisputed at 160. He could be a 2-division undisputed champion. Instead, he didn't want that. He did not want Andre. And what he say at the press conference? I will never fight you. He a horrible fighter, but he a 3-division.
But you hold on. But you'll fight an Avni Yildirim, who's a horrible. I guess he a good fighter.
Exactly.
Look at this motherfucker, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Hey, bro, Andre was respectful about it.
That's why I don't like Canelo. That's fake
shit. Andre was respectful about it too, bro. He congratulated the nigga.
Motherfucker, bro.
That was the problem.
He bodied himself with that horrible fighter shit.
Nah. That wasn't the problem. That wasn't the problem,
Martin Ramos comment. Martin Ramos. He said, so now we talking about race. This has nothing to do with boxing. I'm talking boxing. I never mentioned race. I'm not here to talk about race. I respect everyone. Let me talk real quick, because I respect people from all ethnicities, bro. From all countries. This ain't got nothing to do with race. This has something to do with boxing. And we talking about Demetrius Andrade was a champion at 160. Canelo had a chance to fight him for undisputed, and he didn't want it, bro. He didn't want it, bro. He moved out the weight class. Let's keep it real. This is boxing talk.
I'll say this. I'm the one that brought up race. But like I said, I'm not going hard.
I don't like to bring up race when it comes to boxing.
That was right.
No. But me,
I can speak his mind.
hey, bro, I'm gonna speak my mind, bro. If I see something, and this has nothing to do with anybody else in this panel, this is Rocket Strike's opinion. You know what I mean? But if I see something that's wrong and something that bothers me, I wouldn't really say bother me, but if I see something that's kind of fucked up and I see this shit and I can identify what the fuck it possibly is, I'm gonna say this shit. You know what I mean? Other people a little too sensitive. They're a little too sensitive, man. Not y'all. I'm just saying, like, people Oh man, you talking about y'all a little too sensitive. I'm not that sensitive,
Race
bro.
is
We got to deal with
it's
real
a
shit.
sensitive topic.
Yeah,
That's
race is
sensitive
real
topic.
shit.
Can we be real? Can we be real though?
Go
Race
ahead, bro.
is everything is about race. I don't care what you it don't matter what it is. Everything is about race. Whether it's two black people talking, whether it's two Mexicans, whether it's a Mexican and a black guy, everything is about race, bro. That's just the truth of the matter. So people keep saying, "Oh, it's not about race." It is about everything is about race, bro. Everything.
Hey,
The
bro,
whole world is
when's the
about
last
race.
time Canelo cut somebody out in English, bro?
Andrade.
No, I know before Andrade.
Before that?
When the fuck did he cut
Oh,
somebody out in
no.
English,
I don't
bro?
know. He the only guy made him come out of character. Actually, Billy Joe. He cussed out Billy Joe Saunders, but he called him a fucking pussy. That's what he called him.
No, yeah, you're right. He was talking to his team and shit. But what the fuck? Like, what? He ain't know what the fuck? Like, he won't. What the fuck was that about? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You called him, you know what I mean? Whatever. You told him to get the fuck out of here and all this other shit, but
Definitely clearly gets underneath the guy's skin. And it's just like, just do something about it. Canelo, don't cuss nobody out. Just do something about it.
I'm about to cut you off. My bad, Black. I didn't mean to cut you off. But I had to ask H Money,
He said drop
how
the
do you
link.
feel about Eddie Hearn just sitting there and letting this take place?
That was some bullshit. I ain't fucking with him right now for that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's so happy he working with Canelo, but what about your other fighters? What you doing for Demetrius Andrade? You know what I mean? You've been having Andrade for over 2 years, and you still ain't got him a big fight now. You know what I mean? You got Triple G, Canelo, all on the same network. Why Andrade can't mix it up? Why you can't find Demetrius Andrade a big fight? Yeah, and Eddie Hearn was on the podium with Canelo. Eddie Hearn pretty much kicked Andrade out the press conference. You can't do this here. Oh, get out of here. I heard Eddie Hearn tell him to leave. Like, that was some bullshit. And I know Demetrius Andrade is upset with Eddie Hearn for that, bro. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I just wanted to bring it up real quick, the Andrade situation. I'm an Andrade fan.
Me too.
I feel like he needs a big fight. Eddie Hearn and DAZN, they got a lot of middleweights over there. They got Jaime Munguia, Triple G. You still got Daniel Jacobs. You got fighters like Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders, Colin Smith. And you tell me Demetrius Andrade, he can't mix it up with one of those guys? Come on, Eddie. You got to do your job for all of your fighters, not just for Canelo, not just for Anthony Joshua. What about Devin Haney? Devin Haney wasn't given that Lomachenko fight. Lou Campbell got it. What about Haney? What about Demetrius Andrade? Come on, man. Eddie Hearn got to do his job, bro. And he got to be held accountable. He got to be held accountable, bro.
Hey, I agree. Hey. You know, he got to keep the same energy all the way across the board. And yeah, man, these guys got to get these big fights too.
Hey, I'll say this, bro. Fuck a Gary Russell. Fuck a Crawford. Motherfucking Andre is the most duck nigga, bro.
Oh God. Oh God, bro. Niggas didn't. Hey,
two niggas. Those two niggas.
They told the truth when they said these dudes have ran out of 2 weight classes from this man, bro. I mean, goddamn track meted out these hoes.
Hey,
what up?
Y'all know the worst part about this is you know how we say like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence and all that shit, but this dude literally said he's never gonna fight this guy. He literally came out his mouth and said, "I'm never gonna fight this guy." Like, he said this. He said, "I'm never gonna fight this man." Like, dog, are you kidding? I'm never gonna fight this guy, and that's why I have a problem with Jermall Charlo. And y'all know, if you follow my channel, y'all know I love the Charlos, but he on some bullshit. If you don't like the guy that much, beat him the fuck up in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Simple.
Fuck saying you don't want to give him no money and shit like that. No, fuck that. Get him in the ring and beat him the fuck up if you don't like him that much. You know what I'm saying? And or if the beef is that real, beat him the fuck up outside the ring. If it's that real, but it's all bullshit. In the words of the great philosopher Greg Hackett, man, great trainer, he once said, "These new boxers, they ain't nothing but bad bitches, man. That's what it comes down to, man. They a bunch of bad bitches."
Facts. Grind Hard Sports Nation said Andrade was speaking too many facts at the press conference. That's why Canelo had to say something. He got underneath his skin. See, that's how you get underneath somebody's skin is facts and truth.
And Andrade got everybody talking about him, so it worked. It worked.
It worked, man.
What up, IOTBA? Salute, big homie. What's good?
I still think Canelo got the best of him in that press conference, though. Because when he hit him with the fuck out of here,
UGC,
and they got him the fuck up out of there, you know. And the thing
He
was,
had help though, bro. He had security though.
No, but I'm saying, but I know that. But this is what I'm saying though. If I'm Demetrius Andre, you know what I mean. Before I leave, I'm getting highly disrespectful because he still didn't get disrespectful.
Yes, he called them a bitch. I mean, shit. Well, you can't get more disrespectful than that. He called them a bitch, and his daddy called them a bitch. So I mean, shit. He can't get more disrespectful than that, bro.
It looked like he got caught off guard too. Like it looked like he got caught off guard. Like he didn't expect Canelo to go that disrespectful to him like that. You know what I mean? Like he expected like a little back and forth banter and shit. Like, I'll whoop your ass.
Real quick. Hey, Method and Madness, that's a good one too, dog. This nigga Iron Cone came with a good one, but that's a good one too. Kano ass nigga. Yeah. What up?
What's up with y'all?
What's good? IO, man. What's up with IO real quick, man?
What's up, man? What's popping, man? Shout out to the whole UGC. Shout out to the UGC Flame, man. Y'all know how we come around here, man. UGC, what's popping?
What's good, man? What you think about Canelo fight with Billy Joe Saunders?
Oh, I thought it was an excellent performance on both ends. If you look at both guys, Billy Joe, he actually surprised me when he first came out into the fight because he came right at Canelo. But let's give Canelo credit. You know, Canelo, he just showed, you know, that he the top dog in boxing right now. And I'm hearing y'all gripes about Canelo, and all y'all make great points about him. You know, it's just no way nobody on here could get on here and argue, hey, why Canelo, he was one belt away, he went up to another weight class. That's something that we'll never know. But one thing I want everybody to understand, you know, one thing about life, it ain't fair. You know, everybody's not going to get treated the same. Is it fair? Absolutely not. But, you know, when you're the top dog in any profession that you in, you know, you're going to get treated differently, right? So, but I like Demetrius Andre, what he did. I like the fact that he got a lot of buzz going around him. I like the fact that he came out because that's what you're supposed to do as a fighter. If a fighter not trying to fight you, you come out to their press conference and you go right at them. So salute to Demetrius Andre. Like somebody stated on here, it worked. It worked because guess what? The whole world talking about it. But salute to Saul Canelo Alvarez, one fight away, but from becoming undisputed champion. So salute to him.
Do y'all think he took the easy route?
Canelo?
Do I think he took the easy route?
Yeah, as far as becoming undisputed.
Canelo,
do you think...
I don't. I'm not sure if I would say easy route because I'm like, if I look at Caleb Plant, I think he the easiest dog to walk in the park, and he the last one to go.
Yeah, well, I think Caleb Plant gonna be his toughest test right now at 168. Caleb Plant got a lot of skills, 6'1", fast. He could move. He could box. I think Caleb Plant much better than Billy Joe Saunders, to be real. And actually picking Caleb Plant to beat Canelo. I think he could outbox him. We all know Canelo is beatable, man. Mayweather schooled him. Lara was outboxing him. Triple G really beat him in the first fight. Canelo a great fighter, but he is beatable now. Let's not act like he's invincible. I mean, a lot of people thought Billy Joe was actually outboxing him.
No, you make a great point. No, you make a great point. Canelo is beatable before because we done seen him be beat before. If we look at styles that previously gave Canelo problems, you look at a Lara style, Floyd Mayweather style, you know, styles like that have gave him problems. But what you have to give Canelo credit at H Money is that was 8 years ago. And them 8 years ago, Canelo have gotten a lot better since then. And it showed in this fight against Billy Joe Saunders.
Well, the Triple G fight was 2 years ago. Triple G was 3 years ago. I mean,
you know,
Triple G was 3 years ago, so it wasn't 8 years when Triple G beat him in that first fight. My bad. Go ahead.
I mean, that's opinion because, you know, like when you got a bunch of swing rounds, it's like it's just hard. Like that's one thing I had to learn about boxing. That's why, you know, like when me was saying robbery, it's hard to just say robbery because when you have swing rounds, like H Money, you might think he got the first and second round. Somebody else may think the other fighter got the first and second round. So you never know which way the judge is gonna go. But I can't gripe about that if people say, "Oh, Triple G won that fight," but there was a lot of swing rounds in that fight when I look at it.
Most people thought Triple G won that first fight. Majority of the people thought Triple G won that fight. It resulted in a draw. So what I'm saying is that we know Canelo is beatable. We know he can be outboxed. A lot of people thought Billy Joe Saunders was winning the fight before it got stopped. So I know that Caleb Plant is bigger than Billy Joe. He's faster. He's stronger. He's slicker. He got better footwork. Caleb Plant, I think, actually going to outbox Canelo, to be real with you. And he does have a similar style to a Mayweather, where Caleb Plant is a slick boxer. He does use the shoulder roll defense. Caleb Plant could box his ass off. For those that don't know, I'm just being real.
It ain't gonna be good enough, but he can box.
I mean,
it ain't gonna be good enough.
Yeah, I agree. I think Caleb Plant is an excellent fighter. He wouldn't be like, one thing we have to do is just, and especially starting with myself, stop discrediting these fighters, because he is a champion, and you don't just get champion by just abracadabra. Then you become champion. You have to work your way up to get there. So one thing I would definitely respect Caleb Plant is being a champion. He is definitely a champion. He earned that. But I just think when we look at Canelo and you look at that matchup with Caleb Plant, I just don't think it's any evidence out there. Like H Money making some excellent points, he making excellent points, but I just don't see the evidence out there that will show that Caleb Plant will be able to do that as Canelo.
It's going to be a tough task. It's going to be a hard fight for Caleb Plant, but I think Caleb Plant does have the style to beat him. Styles make fights. I think he got the style to beat him. Jose Yepes said he got 100 on Canelo. I might duck that bet, to be honest with you.
Boxing guy, he says, how better he really got. Hold up. How better he really got. He never fought another fighter with the skill set of Floyd. And Lord, hey, shout out to Rodnell with the super chat. He says the only question I want answers: can Plant take Canelo shots? All that speed and footwork goes quits in the corner. Let me drop the dance in that beat for the super chat. Appreciate you, homie. Go ahead. Oh, Jose got 100 on Canelo. Say it ain't so. Your money good.
I don't even think that fight gonna happen next. That Caleb Plant fight. To be honest, they might try to build it up some more. But when Canelo comes calling, you got to take that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo said he want to fight Plant next, Plant better jump on that opportunity, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm also hearing that Canelo is talking about fighting Triple G a third time at 168. Did y'all see that?
My bad, H. Say it again.
Yeah, y'all can hear me. How's my audio? I'm good.
You good? I missed what you said though.
Okay, so Canelo, I think he said he's willing to fight Triple G for a third time at 168.
Yeah, that's cool. I bet he would take that third fight with Triple G before he get in there with Andrade. Coach K.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? Welcome back, man.
Yeah, I was listening to y'all, man. Y'all was talking in circles. I got Canelo stopping that boy Andrade, and I'm taking bets.
That's all you want to talk about.
Yeah, I want to fight next. Don't tell hearing all this shit about Andrade. Andrade ain't shit. Andrade, shit, fuck all that nice shit. That nigga ain't shit, bro. That nigga trash. He gonna run.
Yeah, hey, all right, hold on. So look, Coach K, guess what? Your boy did that yesterday. Shout out to Phil Walker. He did that shit yesterday talking about Andrade trash. I told him, I said, nah, hit this link. Now you saying he trash. How is he trash? Go ahead.
Stylistically, I'm talking about the fight. I ain't talking about all the shit we were talking about yesterday. I want the fight. I'm going with Canelo to beat his ass. That's what I'm saying. Stylistically, I'm talking about the fight itself.
What you mean his overall style? You mean like versus Canelo is trash? That's what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. But overall, Andrade can't be trash if he's an undefeated 3-time 2-division champ. Like that don't even really make sense to be trash.
Yeah. I can say he's trash because I'm talking about in the context of the Canelo fight. I'm not talking about no other fight. I'm talking about when he fight Canelo, which I hope is next. because I'm going with Canelo against Andrade. He crashed the press conference, so I hope it worked out, and I hope that we get that fight next because Plant ain't gonna be ready. Plant gonna have to have hand surgery, have a tune-up fight, and then he gonna have to fight Canelo.
Nah.
Because he's not gonna come straight to Canelo after having some type of hand surgery. He's gonna want to make sure he's 100% because Caleb Plant gonna cash out after he gets his ass whooped by Canelo.
I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think it's definitely gonna be an excuse. So I agree with you there. It's gonna be some kind of
So hopefully, they leave room for Andrade next. He won crash the press conference. They got the same promoter. Caleb Plant can wait. People, let's get it.
Your boy, but listen though, with all this enthusiasm you got, your boy Canelo said he would never fight him.
I'm saying that I want to see the fight next. I don't fuck with Canelo talking about it. I want to see the fight next, and I got Canelo beating his ass and stopping him. And I'm trying to take some bets. So let's just keep talking about it so that we can push for the fight. That's why I'm on here.
Okay, good. Bobo gang. I'm glad you're on board, man.
Yeah, I want to see the fight. Y'all the one who said y'all don't want to see the fucking fight yesterday.
What the fuck, man?
Don't try to sneak out of here. You said you don't want to see the fight next. You said Demetrius Andrade is a won't be ready.
Oh man, why you got a flame like that, man?
Yeah,
let us make it, coach.
Anyone who calling for the
make
fight,
it, bro.
we're not. I'm calling for the fight. We're not. You want to make an excuse. You said you want to see Plant next. Then Benavidez, and then
you know why? Why did I put it in context? Why did I say I want to see the Plant fight next? Why did I say that?
You got to explain that. I want to see your boy Andrade next.
Because listen, that means I'm a fan of Canelo too. I want him to get undisputed. Go get your undisputed and then take care of this light work. Andrade.
I don't want to play friends. Fuck undisputed. That can wait.
All I'm saying is let's knock down talking. And we got you to start promoting. We got you promoting it now. So
Caleb Plant need to just heal his hands so he can be 100% because y'all gonna take credit away from Canelo if he beat him up with his broken hands. Let's get Andrade next. That's next. He crashed the press conference. That's a doable fight. And let's get.
All right, man.
I want to hear Canelo say what you saying.
Yeah, bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Are you the translator? Right? Is he the new translator or what?
Canelo said he don't want to fight this dude. He said he will never fight him.
Never fight him.
He had a chance to fight him at 160. You know what I'm saying? And left the whole weight class. He had a chance to be undisputed, but he wasn't trying to be undisputed at 160. You know what I mean? Because Andrade had that last belt. So, and when you say he's a horrible fighter, he's not good. I mean, he's undefeated, 2 division world champion, 3-time world champion. So he got to be some good and an Olympian. You know what I mean? He got to be some good that Canelo don't want no smoke with him. You got to do something, right?
Hey, look what Grindhard said, though. He said Canelo wouldn't be at 168 if he thought one of them could beat him. Damn. Y'all think that's true? Like, if he thought it was somebody in his division that can beat him, like we seen before, like he said before, with the Andrade shit, ran out of 2 weight classes. But you think if it was somebody in his division that could beat him, he would be there?
What about Benavidez?
Yeah, Benavidez, y'all say he can beat him. Y'all just said Plant can beat him. So he's in the division clearly with 2.
Well, he said he'll never fight another Mexican.
He said, thank you. That's what that's all about to respond. Yeah, he said he'll never fight another Mexican. So he had one set up for that in the chamber.
Okay. So you said he's not fighting. He's not going to fight Benavidez. That's what he said.
That's what he said. I'll be honest with you. Recently, hold on.
He said he's not going to fight Benavidez.
Listen, he did say that, but then let me correct myself. Recently, when he was asked by Brian Custer, he said he would entertain a fight now. But the only fight he turned down was Andrade. Okay. That's why I had a problem with it.
Okay, so that was false. So he will fight a Mexican again, and he will fight Benavidez. And Benavidez is a person y'all think can beat him, and he's in the division. And y'all
no. I'm not going that far and say he can beat him. I just think
remember the question. The question was, do you guys think of somebody being sassy and shit? Do you think he'll be up there? Somebody can. He's up there with 2 guys who you guys think can beat him. Benavidez and Plant.
I ain't never said Plant Benavidez can beat this guy. So all right, whatever.
Let's see. That Plant can beat Canelo.
I'm thinking Plant. I'm
H Money did. H Money. I ain't never said that.
I'm saying.
Hold on, real quick, man. I didn't got sidetracked. Shout out to my homie 1-2 Kid. My bad, fam.
Oh, nah, man. It ain't nothing. I letting them cook, man. Let the boys cook. But yo, the sweet one, he gonna find a sweet way out that fight. That's what he gonna do.
See what I'm saying?
Caleb gonna cut out, man. I could already see it. He bounced twice already, right? He worked his way out the fight twice as is.
Yeah, he already weaseled out that shit. I think a few times. I think he said he didn't have enough time, right? Enough time to prepare for the fight.
Man, y'all making all these excuses, man. My bottom line is this, man. I want Andrade next. Fuck Caleb Plant, the undisputed king.
Bro, you just said that 20 times in the chat. Now you said it 5 times on live. Bro, okay. We don't.
Okay,
we want the fight.
but you don't. So you don't want the fight next, though.
I will settle for that fight if we can't get Plant next. That's where I stand on that.
Okay, so
I will settle.
You want Plant next. You want Plant next.
I want Canelo to be undisputed, man. He didn't do it at 60. I want him to do it at 6. Come on, he got one more belt. Are you a fan of this man or no?
Okay, so he's not ducking Andrade at the moment, then.
I hear this, man.
Yo, what up, Coach K?
He said he don't want the fight.
Money
was ready to go, man.
Is he ducking Andrade or not? If you say you want him to fight Plant next, and that's a priority, he can't be ducking him at the moment.
They still took it off yesterday.
I'll say he ducked him at 60.
I'm saying,
54 and 60.
Well, the way he was talking, he talking like I'm ducking him now
and in the future.
And I ain't never gonna get in the ring with this man. Never.
Ain't never getting a shot.
Okay, so y'all saying, I'm just trying to make sure we clear. I'm just making sure. Y'all saying he ducking Andrade?
No, we saying that are you saying that he wants to fight?
I'm saying that I want him to fight Andrade next.
Got you.
Okay,
We want him to fight Andrade. But if it happens next, cool.
Yo, Black, I'm finna step out, man. I want to say thanks for having me. Appreciate the UGC. Shout out to my brother IOTBA, 1-2 Kid, Coach K. Hey, Black, man, I still need your line, bro. You ain't never gave me your line. We could rap offline and shit.
All right, bro. I'm gonna hit you.
Man,
I'm gonna hit you in your DM, fam.
I'll hit you up, family.
Right now.
All right, for sure. Love y'all. Peace.
Much love. Let me do this shit right now. Y'all cook though. Hey, 1-2 Kid, since you just got here, what's your thoughts, man, on the topics from earlier? We were speaking on Danny Jacobs chasing the Charlo fight. And what's your thoughts about Shawn Porter, man? Your thoughts on him currently?
What's he doing? He ain't doing nothing. I ain't hear about Shawn Porter doing anything other than running around with those honchos, those knitted honchos and shit. Like, I ain't see him talk about getting in a fight with nobody or nothing. And as for Jacobs, that's the first I heard. Jacobs want the Charlo fight. That's interesting.
Yeah, I find this is recently. And according to Boxing Scene, I guess he told Brian Custer that he's getting back. I mean, potentially he can get him back with Andre Rozier.
But that would definitely benefit the winner if they fought. You know what I'm saying? I think it would solidify their, opportunity at fighting another big fighter and maybe, having a little more pull at the bargaining table. It can't hurt them. That's for damn sure. Good competition. I'm just not so sure. So Jacob said he going back to Rozier. Well, that kind of put a twist on things.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing really good with him.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. He just wasn't listening.
I guess.
It seemed like you were listening.
He kind of went. You think he kind of went Hollywood low key? I mean, somebody said who brought it up? I'm gonna give him the credit. I don't know if it was Rocket that kind of brought up the point about the weight when he missed the weight the next day weigh in and he didn't cut that weight and he lost the millions of dollars he lost. That was the reason why he didn't want to pay the trainer Rozier because he lost that bread from the So I had never heard that until that moment. That made me think like, ooh, that might have been the reason why he just kept the bread that he had because he had already lost a few million for missing weight the next day. But that
he didn't want to pay his coach.
He didn't want to pay his coach.
He started to play it off talking about he just gonna make the sacrifice to come in and hit. That's when he had the IBF, right?
Right.
Yeah, he told everybody.
Well, that was actually the unification against Canelo.
Yeah.
So really, I think Canelo kind of on some shit. He put that in there, even though in the unification that rule don't really apply with the rehydration clause. The next day keep staying under 10 pounds or some whatever shit that is.
But we weigh in at 10 pounds. Yeah.
But technically, the only thing he sacrificed was his coach.
His coach, right? And that's what it seemed like it's coming to the light now. Like, damn, that's what it was. It was about that money because that extra bread he lost from that weight. But it is what it is. But when it comes to Shawn, though, shit, man. Hey, Coach K, do you feel the same about Shawn Porter as when you first was watching him and became a fan? Like, were you ever a fan of Shawn Porter at one point?
Not really.
No, okay.
I got talking about Shawn Porter when he won the IBF belt, and then they asked him about the Keith Thurman and him fighting, and then they told Keith Thurman he need to go get a belt first. So when you've been around watching these motherfuckers from the beginning, you be kind of like, man, you see the same cycle over and over again. And he told Keith Thurman that back a long time ago, and I was like, oh, man, come on. And then when Keith Thurman got the WBA belt.
Then he did.
Then they came back acting like they wanted to press the fight with him. See, these guys they do this shit every time. This Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence Jr. ain't new. These welterweights do this shit all the time, bro.
Yeah, but it has a long-lasting effect with those two. This shit getting ridiculous and redundant. It's like
not amount of time for Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter built back in what was that 2004? Was it 14? It was before Keith Thurman really, got on the map. And it was coming up, and they was undefeated prime, and he had beat Devin Alexander. And them two didn't fight about 3 years later, 3-4 years later.
And who'd he beat for that title? Malignaggi?
No, Devin Alexander.
Oh, Devin Alexander. Oh, nah, but Devin was kind of hot then, though.
Yeah, Devin was hot. And Shawn Porter went in there and mauled him.
Devin was kind of hot then.
He mauled him and got the belt. And then they asked him about him and Keith Thurman. They said Keith Thurman, it'll be a bigger fight if Keith Thurman go get the WBA belt at the time. And then, Braun Palomagi, and you know the routine. Then Marco McDonough cut inside there and Floyd cut inside there. So y'all know how it go.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so I just want to get y'all thoughts on that. Let me see real quick what's cracking. And I just hit you up, H. My bad, bro, in the delay. I'll be busy, bro. Should I be moving around? Let me see. And shout out to Grind Hard Sports Nation joining this live today.
Yeah, I would just like to see Canelo just say, yeah, man, I'm going to shut you up because he's fought lesser competition for no title.
Right, bro. I mean, he scrapped Andrade. Everybody gonna really tell you how terrible he was. Once you stop him, then it's like he be a 2-time world champion, and people gonna say, "Oh, but Andrade never fought anybody before he stepped up," and Canelo stopped him. We'll see.
Yeah, but that's the other thing too. If Andrade really want to fight, he can petition for the WBO shot.
I said that yesterday, so that's why I'm not listening. I'm not. So look, this man know this man is at 168. You know that he was fighting Billy Joe Saunders. I agree with you crashing the press conference and doing your thing. I'm not. That's not what I have a problem with. I do have a problem when you know that there's not a clear path for you to take that route. So you know you at 160. Okay, there's Erislan De Lara, there's a Charlo brother down there, Derevchenko and Triple G. That's business down there for you. And we got Costa Zoo coming up. You know what I'm saying? So you got plenty of work.
You gotta take you gotta take Charlo out. He made that attempt.
Okay. I ain't
yo.
Y'all can sort it out. I'm just giving you what's down there. Because you always revisit.
Hey, my man is
Shane Mosley and Floyd revisited their fighting for years and they end up fighting at the end.
Hey, Jose.
What's happening?
My bad, bro.
That's good. It's not good. I was just
my bad.
Mister, I was born ready. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was funny. I fucking enjoyed that press conference. That shit was funny as hell. Fucking.
What's your thoughts on the whole thing? And shout out to King Durant. Shout out to my bro. What's your thoughts on the press conference?
I mean, that shit was tight, bro. I fucking laughed my ass off. Like, hell yeah, fucking. Finally, we got two boxers talking shit, and they were talking shit. They weren't talking about fucking this side of the street, that side of the street. I make more money. They were just straight talking shit to each other. Like, that shit was. I enjoyed that. Like, Canelo could have fucking been easy. Like, oh, I'm rich. I make more money than you. He didn't say nothing. He fucking talked his shit however he could in English. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking boring fighter. Like, that shit was funny as fuck. And Johnny did too. He fucking talked his shit too. So I enjoyed it.
I like it.
Don't you?
Like,
do you have an issue with it though? Like, don't you think that's what fighters should do to try to get a fight or force the fans to see? Like, you know.
No, I don't have an issue with that. However, I do agree with I think it's Coach K. Like that's cool that he talked his shit, but now, like, what's his next step? Like, we know Canelo is in the fight plan, right? Like that's what everybody's saying, right? And and you can't hate on that fight. So what's Andrade gonna do next? Is he gonna come up to 168? Is he gonna fight up Benavidez? Because that's really putting pressure on Canelo now. Exactly. If he comes up to 168 and he fights a Benavidez, he fights a Charlo, he fights a Triple G. Like if he fights any one of those 3 fighters and he beats them, now the pressure will really be on Canelo. Now, he already talked his shit in the press conference, and now you beat a guy that fucking people say Canelo's ducking too, because you know they say Canelo's ducking Benavidez, Canelo's ducking Charlo. The Mexican media is saying Canelo's ducking Triple G for the 3rd fight. What? So if
Mexican media is saying that.
Yeah, hell yeah. If you go watch on ESPN on Deportes, there's some dude named David Fighting Zone. He's always on Triple G's jog saying that Canelo's ducking him. He's saying that Canelo's ducking Triple G. Oh man,
that's crazy. Somebody give a fuck about Triple G at this point.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So there's plenty of smoke that Andrade could do. So if he fucking couples that with the way he was talking shit, I think we got ourselves a fight.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
But check this shit out though, yo. All right. So what if this scenario happens instead though? Let's say he goes for undisputed, right? Canelo, right? And then Andre petitions for a fight for the WBO title as a defense, and Canelo don't fight him. Then what is it?
That's a duck. Like if he do that, bro, then I would respect Andre. That means Andrade is doing the necessary thing to make the fight happen. And if Canelo duck at that time, bro.
But check this out. Yeah, check this out. He will, but check this out. David, in that time span, David Benavidez could also petition to be the WBC. Be the WBC mandatory.
That's true.
How about him? And then Triple G, he's a champion too. So you come up to 168 and petition for the Canelo fight.
He ain't going
and
up.
Charlo could probably do the same thing. I know, but I'm just saying though, like that's what I'm saying. I think my scenario is better. That way, because everybody
There's
wants
more
Canelo,
justification
right?
for the fight. That's what you're saying by him getting up there and solidifying himself at 168.
Right. Because then Benavidez is probably gonna say the same shit. Hey, what's up with me?
I'm gonna just keep it real with you though, man. A lot of WBO champions do the same thing. They'll win at one weight class, they'll vacate and go right to the big show at the next weight class. That's common at the WBO. You see Bud Crawford, you seen Demetrius Andrade, you didn't seen Alexander Usyk. They activate their shit. They be ready. So I hear what you're saying, but you know, if he decides to activate that shit, more power to him. That means you going right to the big leagues.
I mean, that's cool. I hope he gets it. If he does, I hope he gets it. I'm just saying that I'm afraid that somebody else like Benavidez, maybe Charlo or Triple G will fucking go in there and steal that fight from him, you know?
Right.
And then if he does that, if he fights Triple G, fights Benavidez or fights Charlo, then I think he'll be next up. Everybody will be asking for that fight, especially if he beats Triple G. That's what the Mexican media, they're on fucking Triple G's job. They think he's the fucking best one out of all of them.
Yeah, he gave him the most fight back. Basically, he wanted a few people that was in there with him and gave him a run for his money.
Man, Triple G, come on, man.
Bro, like I'm not even worried about that guy.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
real in the chat, real quick. Grindhard says that's what I hope Bud do to Jermall Charlo if he beat Castano. Yeah, Bud could do that, right? He can as soon as what's the name become undisputed, Jermall, he can activate his man. He can go up and activate his mandatory, go right for Jermall if he want to. So that's a possibility. Grindhard, good comment.
That'd be cold right now.
That's some big champ ass shit right there if you do it, but. You know,
I don't see Jermall ducking him either.
Nope, that'd be a mega fight. Mega fight. Undisputed versus a former undisputed. Shit. At 54? It's explosive, bro. Fireworks. That nigga, I'm gonna shout out to Troy because Troy said that's the fight. That's the biggest fight. He said that's one of the biggest fights in boxing, not Crawford versus Spence, but Crawford versus Jermall. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, so that could happen. It's a possibility.
Yeah, I think that would change the dynamics of that Spence and Bud fight too.
That would. Woo, we sure would. But man, that man go up there and beat Jermall and become undisputed at 154. That's gonna be stupid. I mean, undisputed 130, undisputed at 147. I mean, 140. Couldn't get the shit at 147, so dude jumped up to 54 and beat the 150. Man, that's gonna be
your
crazy.
legacy. You number one pound for pound, hands down, and definitely solidified, bro.
Yeah, that's over with. Because if he do that, if he beat, let me tell you something. After that, if he beats Jermall, it's over with. He'll be a pound for pound fighter. That Terrence Crawford ain't got to do nothing else. The next person to come up would be Triple G.
And you know what else? He'd be beating.
Be still there. Keith Thurman will be still there. But the next name, if he beat Jermall, you're not gonna be able to tell Crawford he can't beat no Canelo Alvarez.
And he'll do it in his prime at the best point of his career too.
And he built like Floyd, a little bit bigger though.
Bigger, stronger. Yep. Switch.
With an attitude, so that shit'd be stupid.
Yo, that press conference would be dope.
Oh, yeah. Crawford will have to talk that shit to him because Jermall gonna come with it. Jermall, yeah, that's gonna be it. If that fight happens, man, that'll be a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. God damn, I ain't think of that one.
Right, he could retire after that. Yeah, he could beat Jermall and be gone. Like,
I wouldn't even say that.
I would trip on Crawford.
I'd like to see him try Canelo because it's a big fight. But if he could go after that, if he want to, I'm with y'all on that. That man can go.
So it's a possibility. And Bud, I think he got the heart for the courage to just attempt it.
Yeah, he got that. Okay, let's go on and book the fight type.
Yeah, he got a dog in him.
Yeah.
He got a dog in him, so he'll do it.
But to be undisputed 54 to have the upper hand on Spence, who move up anyways. Oh, yeah, right. Because he's going to have to move up anyway. So he could just wait for him. Like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah. When you done fooling around with the Dannys and Porters again, hey, you know what it is, bro. Undisputed.
Here's the funny part about it. Meanwhile, he going to be able to chew on like niggas like Danny Garcia because Danny Garcia going up to 154 already anyway.
Facts.
Yeah, he in trouble. Danny in trouble, though.
Shit.
I think Danny in trouble, man.
Yeah, Danny in trouble, but he can save himself for a Kell Brook. See, Danny Garcia going up there to finish off his career. He's not going up there to really get no smoke. He's just going up there. No, I think he's just going to try to pick another title. So he can say because he did his thing at 140. We all can agree to that. We knew he was subpar at 147, but he got his belt and got up out of there. And then if he get another belt at 154, he looking okay. You know, he definitely looking okay with his resume because his resume is not bad.
Man, I'm telling you like this. My opinion is 54 is a dangerous division for Danny, man.
Not if he fight. Not if he not fight. If he fight Kell Brook, if he fight like what we said with Bud can jump up that weight class.
Oh, that's a good fight. Danny and Kell Brook, that's a good fight.
Yeah, you know, I gotta say that about 154 too, because before Jermall really put a clamp on them titles, man, they were going all over the place.
Right. And if Crawford was to jump up, he would do something like fight Danny Garcia at 154, somebody he's supposed to have fought at 147, just to get a feel for the weight. Not a big deal. Then he go ahead and fight Jermall, and he fights him. I mean, it's plenty of work for Danny Garcia. I mean, Keith Thurman gonna have to go at 154 eventually as well too. Bruce Ennis ain't gonna be at 147 forever.
Hell nah, he's gonna be at 54 one day too.
Bruce not gonna be at 147 forever.
Hey, if your playback is playing on the YouTube, mute that because I can hear the echo.
Not me.
All right, just make sure. I still hear echo though.
I got my headphones in, so it can't.
Yeah, I'm the same way. So I think it's coming from Coach.
Nah, I ain't got nothing open. With playback, I ain't even got my phone in the thing. Let me see. You said yeah.
Just double check. Says I'm salivating over that fight, Bud versus Jermall.
It's the bird, baby. The bird.
Hey, mute real quick, Coach. Let me see if it's Coach. Yeah, that's Coach. That's Coach.
Okay, you said you heard the echo? Okay.
Yeah, some of your side. Go ahead, actually.
You know, everybody want to find my son, Danny. You know, ever since we got robbed against Spence and everything, and Thurman, I feel you, baby. I feel y'all. We coming back, baby. Swift. See the family. We here, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's the bird, baby. Hey, look. Once Charlo, beat up this Argentinian boy, then we go into Charlo. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna knock out Charlo. And then we shoot up. You know what I'm saying? We'll go up from there, baby. You know what I'm saying? Anybody from 154 to 168, because the goal is Canelo too. We in them sweepstakes, baby. It's the bird, baby.
Shout out to Action, man.
Shit, did he record that or he doing it himself?
That's actual, man. This is normal shit, bro.
He do that all the time.
This is normal shit, bro.
Hey, that shit funny. I never heard that.
What?
Shout
out to Action.
Just like it.
And, check this out, baby. Once if we fight Kill Brook, we'll smash his other eye, and then he can work for us. And he can work on one of my barbershops, sweeping. And JFL, he's nowhere to be found. He's trying to get a good sweeper for the hand shit. But we'll take Kill Brook, after we beat his ass. Make a payday off him, and give him some pride, some employment and everything. We take care of him. You know what I'm saying? We take care of our own over here, baby. It's the bird, baby. Come join the Garcia Empire, baby. We in everything, baby. Billboards, real estate, crypto, you fucking name it. We got it, baby. It's the bird, baby.
Swift promotions, man.
He sound just like him.
What would be a good one at 154 that I never thought about, but just recently did that keeps taking time off is motherfucking Thurman.
Look,
what about him?
Keith. I mean, he putting that weight on. He gonna have a hard time taking that shit off.
Chief Keith.
But he's still explosive, man. He still got that, he still got some of the dynamics. I mean, he don't have his ponytail, but
we just got
palm tree
Wi-Fi promotions.
Wi-Fi, yeah.
Actually, it's shit tripping now. What's up, Phil? I'm about to shut it down, man. I gotta make a run, but I want to shout out Coach K. I definitely want him to get some closing thoughts. My brother 1-2 Kid, actual with the palm tree Wi-Fi, and everybody participated in the live chat, kept it litty. All the members, y'all check out that channel's tab, man. But Coach, you want to get some closing thoughts, man, before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I got Canelo versus Andrade. Canelo by stoppage under 4 rounds.
Damn, he ain't gonna last longer than Billy Joe. That's fucked up.
Nope.
Damn, because of that extra anger, crashing his press conference and shit. He gonna be angry.
He just not fluid enough to stay on the back foot. Andrade goofy on the back foot.
I can't wait till that fight get made, bro. Hopefully it get made.
Y'all don't want ducking down too, dipping down like that. That's bad.
Hell yeah, that uppercut. Hell yeah.
Y'all know this man gonna get killed, man. Y'all just want to stir some shit up.
Hey, actually, we about to get up out of here, man. Some closing thoughts, bro.
Hey, real quick, man. Y'all see that Al Heyman has banned Jake Paul from attempting a fight with his brother against Floyd. Did y'all see that?
Oh well, don't be grabbing that nigga hat. What's wrong with this man?
So shout out to the Jake, the King of Solution Paul, for finally getting Al, the great obstructor Heyman, out of the damn woodwork, out of the bushes, so he could block him from getting into the fight, man. That's crazy, man. Only Jake Paul.
Only Jake Paul. You nigga got blocked from PBC. Goddamn. And all PBC channels and shit. He goes to anybody YouTube channel that's PBC affiliated, block immediately. Damn. But that's all we got. Hey Phil, you're gonna have to catch the next one, man. I'm up out of here, bro. We cooked almost an hour and a half. You done. You can cook.
And hey, Black. Right. This goes out to everybody out there. If you support a fight between Earl Spence and Canelo Alvarez and you're not from Texas, you, my friend, are a meat shield.
And have a nice day. Hey, UGC, we out, man. Deuces.